How was heaven when you left heaven? Did you swallow a magnet because I'm attracted to you? The doctor said that I should take vitamin U. Let's form an administration. I like you. Talk your own. That different kinds of bullshit pickup lines that boys tell girls. But what I found out is that most people don't even know how to chat up a girl. How do you chat up a girl? And this is a major issue among boys. My name is Rafa Godlove, and you're watching School of Life. It's a program where I try to teach you life lessons in a way that is easy to understand. It's an issue chatting up girls, and I had to ask friends, then I discovered that they actually had difficulties, the same kind of difficulties that I had. You hear boys say things like, well, I don't know, there's no real format to chat a girl. If the girl accepts to undress herself and sleep with you, then she's automatically your girlfriend. I'm like, just like that? Yeah. And so what you're trying to tell me is that let's just buy a girl bunny fish that looks like Mbonga, and we just understanding our response. Let's go home. Let me take you. Come and see my house now. Come and see my house. You undress, and then we that's it. He was like, yeah, that's it. But I think that there should be a proper protocol in how you go about things so that you get a relationship, because most of what people have right now is not a relationship. It's just understanding and response. My name is Rafa Godlove, and you're watching My School of Life. It's a program where I try to teach you moral lessons and just general life lessons in a way that is easy to understand. Today I'll be sharing with you about some points that can help guide you on how to properly court a girl or chat up a lady. The first thing is that you need to understand that dating a girl, it's not something, or trying to court a girl or chat up a girl is not something that you do in the space of 3 seconds. It's something that takes a lot of time. But before you even go into trying to court a girl or chat her up, you should generally go for girls that you feel or that have shown you signs that are also interested in you. There's nothing as painful as you trying to go after a girl that doesn't have time for you. She will not make out time. She's not interested in you. And some of these girls, how do you know that she can be interested in you? You can ask her friends, like, what kind of guys is she interested in? Some people like fair guys. Some people like black guys like myself. Some people like all kinds of different kinds of guys. You like a fat guy, a chubby guy. You like a skinny guy. You like a whatever kind of figure out what kind of guy she likes before you get to get close to her. Now you tell me that, Rafa, I don't know her friends. I don't know nothing about her. How do I figure it out? Generally, when a girl likes you, she gives you an opportunity to say something. So if you walk up to her to start talking with her and things like that, trying to get to know her, she'll open up faster than somebody who has nothing or who wants nothing to do with you. So that's the first thing. Try to ensure that this person might also be interested before you start engaging. Don't be engaging and nobody has your time. You're only forcing. At the end of the day, they'll be like, what is it? And girls are good at that. They'll rub it in your face, and they'll treat you like mosquito. They're like, get out of here. So you need to be careful. That's the first thing. You need to try to figure out if she's also into you, if she likes you and things like that. Then the next thing you need to do is that you need to understand that you don't court a girl, you don't chat up a girl overnight. It takes time. For some people it takes like a week, some people 2 weeks. It depends how often you see her. So the way you get about trying to be a girl's boyfriend is you don't jump into the situation. Now, there's some mistakes that boys do at the beginning stages. They now start writing text messages to a girl and telling her that I love you, you're the apple of my eyes, the sugar of my tea, the whatever. It's annoying when you have an opportunity to meet a girl face to face, like every day or at least sometimes in the week, and you now go and start writing text messages. She looks at you like a chicken-hearted person, and she doesn't want nothing to do with you after that. She looks at you like a chicken-hearted person who is timid and who cannot own up to their feelings and walk up to her and say things. Girls like for you to say things straight to their face, and you don't say it for the first day. It's like you meet a girl for the first day, even on the road, you're like, oh, I love you so much, and you look stupid. You actually look stupid because you cannot possibly love her, and girls that are reasonable say, but you don't know me. You don't know me. How can you say that you love me? So you need to be careful. Don't jump into things, and don't be trying to chat her up immediately. Try to get to know her. Let me tell you a secret from personal experience. When you walk up to a girl and you're like, oh, how are you? You try to make conversations, just basic conversations. Okay, now you're like, okay, Rafa, give me a concrete example. Let me create a scenario and give you a concrete example. If you see a girl and you like a girl, you walk up to her and you're like, how are you? Where are you? What is this you're wearing? Appreciate something about her, because conversations with women, you always have to make it about the woman. There's nothing about you that you should talk about. Everything should be rotating about her. You talk to her, ask her basic questions, her name, and not very deep questions, just basic things. Just try to be friendly with her. And then, since you might not be able to have all of the conversations at once when you meet her, because sometimes you meet girls that are like, I'm in a haste. They just make you hurry, and some boys just get nervous when girls start saying, I'm in a haste. So you try to get to know her basic information, and then do everything possible to get her phone number. Get her phone number, because you would need to have conversations with her after. And her phone number is like the easiest way to get her. Now, this is the way to know that a girl might be into you from the initial stages. If she gives you the correct phone number, chances are high that she wants to talk with you, or she wants to at least have a conversation to see where this is going to, or to see whether she likes you or not. Generally, girls will not give you their phone number. They're going to give you their phone number of their grandmother or their cruel father. They're going to give you somebody's phone number. I'm telling you the truth. I've had all kinds of phone numbers. They're going to give you phone numbers of an unknown person who speaks a strange language. I'm telling you the truth, because they don't want to have nothing to do with you. But if she at least gives you the correct phone number, and sometimes to verify, just dial the number in front of her. Okay, if she at least gives you the correct phone number, meaning that there may be something that will come out from that. So at the beginning stages, if a girl shows you that she's not too interested, you leave it at that. But if she at least gives you the opportunity to talk and so on, it's good. Another thing I like to tell boys about chatting up girls and all of that is that you don't force. Don't be too forceful. Don't try to get things done immediately. Let's do it now. Let's do it now. Once you start forcing and start insisting and struggling to like chat her up and tell her that you love her the next day and all of that, she gets the impression that you're desperate. So generally, girls are not fools. When a guy is trying to hit on them or trying to tell them that you like them, they already know, but they give you time. So what to do, the right thing to do to play around is just try to get to know them, call them and ask them, what have you eaten? How are you? How was your day? And just basic things like that, and hold conversations. Inside her heart, she'll be saying that this guy wants something. Where is this conversation coming from, and where is it going to? And sometimes some girls will even ask you, do you like me? Tell me if you like me. You understand? You don't rush things. When you rush things, it becomes a situation now that you look a little desperate. There's some guys who say that when they reach out to girls, the girls become nasty and cruel and annoying. A girl might tell you sometimes and says, so if everybody is standing in front of me to ask me out, you also come and stand and ask me out. They will treat you bad and they will treat you cruel. Now, girls are different from boys in that they have menstruation. And menstruation comes with all kinds of hormonal changes. And sometimes a girl might be very cruel to you on Monday, and then her menses finishes and she's very nice to you on Friday afternoon. And you're like, is this a witch? What is happening? She's mood swings, all of that. So sometimes when girls go through their menstruation, they become very irritable. Everything annoys them. They become like pregnant women. So you need to be careful in the way you go about it. Don't say that I walk up to her, she was so nasty, she was so cruel, she's just crazy, she's blah blah blah, and then you walk up and you never want to talk to her again. Maybe she was in her menstruation period. Maybe she had something that was going on in her life. Maybe. There's so many maybes. So you have to be careful with just walking away too fast. So after these stages of trying to get to know her, at least you guys have been talking for like 2 weeks or so and things like that. It's now time for you to tell her that you like her. The reason why it's not very good to wait for like a month or 3 weeks or things like that for too long is because if you get too friendly with her, she might look at you like a friend. That when a girl starts telling you that, I've always seen you like a friend, you're a nice guy, but you're more like a brother to me. I don't want to be your brother. Your mother gave birth to you, they didn't show you all your brothers. So you need to be careful because she might put you in the friend zone. So while you're trying to be friendly with her and just trying to get to know her and letting her warm up to you and you also warm up to her, you need to tell her your intentions. Even if she's not giving you an answer immediately. Because if you don't tell her your intentions earlier, not like immediately, but at least earlier on, she might put you in the friend zone and just say, you're nice, I consider you like my brother. So it's not a very good thing, not a good place to be at. Another important thing to know about dating girls is that do not put all your eggs in one basket. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. I don't know how I can emphasize this because some boys, they meet a girl, they say, this is the apple of my eyes, I just love her, I can't breathe with her, I love her so much, and they're like, I don't want to be a flirt, I don't want to ask too many girls out. The truth of the matter is all the girls you ask out will not accept you at the same time. They will not even accept you, not even a problem at the same time. Okay, so you need to put your eggs in many different baskets. Get to know girls, ask girls out, and just try to be friendly with girls. That way you'll be gaining experience on how to deal with different kinds of girls and you understand women better. That some boys, I'm telling you the truth, they look manly, they look handsome, they look everything, but they have little or no experience chatting up girls that like, because they always put their eggs in one basket. Get to know different girls, get to chat up with different girls and get to be nice with different girls, and in this process of just trying to get to know them and all of that, you're figuring out their behaviors. You already know the one that is materialistic, you already know the one that is disrespectful and rude, you already know the one that you already kind of figure out them, and then you're deciding in your heart which one pleases you more for you to remain with that particular person. So it's really important to watch out that you don't put all your eggs in one basket and you be thinking that, okay, because I asked her out, then she must accept. Because when your eggs are in one basket, you become desperate. Girls don't chat up boys, but boys chat up girls. A girl will never walk up to you like normally in normal situations in Africa. A girl will never walk up to you and say, I really like you, you're cute and everything. Though I've had situations where a girl asked me out, like seriously, it was interesting and I respect her till today. I think it's a respectful thing to do. If you like me, walk up to me and tell me that I really think you're fine. Okay, there's nothing disrespectful about that. And I think that it's only a guy that's a loser that will begin to disrespect you because you told him that I think I have a crush on you or think I like you. I'm not saying for you to be wayward. I'm not saying for you to give yourself out cheap and for boys to disrespect you. If you feel that you like a guy and you think that it's reasonable, then I think that you should tell him. And if he wants to treat you bad and make it look like you're cheap and everything, tell him to get into river Ganges and drown or go somewhere, sit himself in some dark corner, because I feel that people need to be respected. And I feel likewise, if a boy walks up to you and you feel that he's not your kind of guy that you want to date, you should turn him off, but in a respectful way, and tell him that I'm grateful that you could walk up to me and talk to me and all of that, but I don't think that I want a relationship now. I'm not in a safe place. Do it in a respectful way, because I've had situations where girls tell my friends are like, oh, so if somebody wants to date me, you two stand and date me, how much do you have, and things like that. You say derogatory things to a guy and you kill his self-esteem. It's not healthy, because if they did it to your own brother, you will not like it. If they did it to your own child, you will not like it. You say, I don't have a child, but you have brothers. Or if they did it to you, or if you flip the script and say, okay, they did it to me and I was a guy trying to date a girl, it will not look like a good thing. There are times when you try to chat up a girl and she starts holding conversation with you and then she ghosts you. She just goes blank. She doesn't want to reply you anymore. She doesn't want to talk to you anymore. What is happening? She gives you the silent treatment. Sometimes it might be that she's actually busy. Sometimes it might be that she's avoiding you. Sometimes it might be that she's trying to test your patience, okay, to see if you react harshly and all of that. Write her, send her a text message or call, or but don't do it desperately, and try to change the ways in which you communicate with her. If you write her today, then text her. If you text her today, you can call her tomorrow, and you can text the other day, and don't do it too frequently because you look like a pest. It looks like you have nothing to do with your life apart from checking up on her. There are guys that they fall in love with a girl, and then they write you in the morning, they write you in the afternoon, and in the evening they're calling, they're just sticking on you like glue. No girl likes that. It gives the impression that you're desperate and that you're jobless. So get a life. Put your eggs in different baskets so that you have like 3 or 4 girls that you're checking up on and all of that, and you're learning girl attitude and girl behaviors. That okay, when she does it, she does that. Because girls are, to study a woman, I'm telling you the truth, men are direct, women it's a little complicated. You need to take time to figure out what is in their mind and things like that, because they won't always tell you everything. So the next situation is by now, if you're already like talking with her and you've expressed your love, and if she's into you too, then she'll probably tell you that okay, let's see how this goes. And women generally don't give you a straight answer. They don't tell you like, yeah, yes, I'll be your girlfriend now, and yes, accept to be your girlfriend. It's not like a yes or no thing. She'll just be like, okay, let's see where it goes, and okay, so that's how it picks up. But if you get to a situation where you're checking up on a girl, you're really trying to make efforts and everything, and she's just giving you blank spaces, and she's not having time for you and all of that, I think it's time to walk away. It's time to walk away. Generally, men don't raise up their measuring rods, and they don't raise up their standards, and they tend to feel that a woman is a woman, and whatever she gives you, you have to take. You have to raise up your standards. If she doesn't want you, if she's avoiding you, or if she's talking or driving you in a way that is disrespectful, or telling you, oh, I can't be with somebody like you, or making you have low self-esteem, it's time to walk away. They gave birth to you, they didn't plant your placenta in the same place with her, because it's a culture in Africa that you give birth to a child, they take their placenta, their navel, and they bury it under a banana tree or a plantain tree or something. So everybody has their own life paths, and you don't have to tie your life to somebody that does not want you. Okay, place where you also start figuring out who this person is in terms of their character, in terms of their behavior, in terms of their core values. If you ask people, like you wake them up and tell them what is your core value, what are the things that you believe in, what are the things that form your character, they won't tell you anything tangible. If you ask me, Rafa, what are your core values, I'll tell you that my core values are honesty, integrity, faithfulness, loyalty, and all of that. So if I meet people who don't have those core values, I don't care how cute you are, I cannot associate myself with you. Because they say that birds of a feather flock together, and that two people cannot work together unless they agree in terms of values and all of that. So you need to watch out for that. And it's a very big issue because people make the mistakes of just jumping into bed and excitement of love and things like that, and this girl is cute and this guy is cute and all of that, and they don't really find out what are the core values. Okay, and all of these core values during conversations. You ask questions, you just talk a little bit, and you see the way they react to situations and react to different things, and then you kind of like figure out that this is a no-go zone. It's cute, it's handsome, but not for me. So I think that we should not ignore core values, and we should not ignore our ability and our liberty to walk away when a relationship or something doesn't really serve you properly. So those have been the points on how to get to know a girl. You start slow. You don't be telling her that I love you on phone or on social media. Tell her face to face. Let me just tell you something that guys don't know about chatting girls. When you chat up a girl, sometimes she's touching her hands and she's touching her fingers, she's touching things because she's nervous. The same way you're nervous trying to talk with her, she's also nervous listening to you because she does not know where this is going to go to. So use that as a boost for you to mount up courage and really talk to her face to face and keep eye contact, because you're nervous, she's also nervous. That's why she's fidgeting and touching things and looking down and looking at things, so you need to understand that we all are nervous, and it takes the same courage to stand and listen to you, just like the courage that you needed to mount up to talk to her face to face. It's always important to address things and You guys share your core values. You guys talk about what you hold valuable. Okay, you talk about what you hold valuable to you. You talk about things, talk about family, talk about friends, talk about your likes, talk about your dislikes, and talk about tangible things. Relationships should not be some things that it's just like a one night stand, or something that you met somebody and you've not really known them and bam, you're already in bed. Because once sex gets into the equation, you cannot really see, because sex sometimes blinds people to the faults of other people. That like, I just like him, but what you're actually saying is that I like the sex I have with him, or I like the sex I have with her, but you're not saying the truth. So I think that we need to get to this place where we talk first, we get to know each other, and we get to figure out if we can associate ourselves with each other, or we can work with each other, without which there's bound to be trouble. So I hope you've learned something. I hope that you've learned something, and you probably know now how to go about this. Give yourself options. Do it cool. Don't be in a hurry. Take your time, because girls like it when you take time. Not like too long time, but take your time. Don't be in a rush, because you look desperate. So go slow, get to know her. And sometimes all of these few weeks that you're using to try to know her and things like that, if you rush into it and just start telling her, I love you, you might discover a character flaw that you'll be like, I cannot deal with this. Or you might discover something. So give yourself like a week or two, get to know her, talk with her often and things like that. And you learn some things about her that would now guide you if you want to continue going on to say that you love her or not. So I hope that you've learned something new. And until next time, I have been Rafa Gottloff. Bye-bye.